Stephanie Johnson writes, "Hey guys, I've been watching the show more than I've been studying for finals, and I love it." Nice. I just watched the Thor: The Dark World trailer and realized how much more I like Loki than Thor. Tom Hiddleston just does such a good job with the character that I'd much rather watch a full-length Loki movie than a Thor movie. Do you think they'd ever do a Loki spin-off movie?
You know, it's funny that you mentioned that, because I remember I was at the press conference for the first Thor film, and the whole cast comes out. So you had Chris Hemsworth and Tom Hiddleston and Anthony Hopkins, and you know, the director of the film was there as well. Kenneth Branagh was there. It was amazing sitting in this room with about 50 other journalists, and half of them were women, and they were all losing their minds over Tom Hiddleston. Now, don't get me wrong. All of them would have gladly accepted a ride home from Chris Hemsworth as well. There was no mistaking that. But they were all going nuts over Tom Hiddleston. In many ways, Tom Hiddleston, we talked about him the other day on the show. Tom Hiddleston, in his own way, kind of stole the show in Avengers, kind of stole the show in Thor. He's so good. And a lot of people forget, the reason he played Loki is he actually went in to audition for the character of Thor. He was actually up for the main role as Thor, but Branagh liked him so much, they decided to keep him around and have him play Loki, and he has knocked it out of the park ever since. Now, as to the question about could we see a Loki standalone spin-off, I don't know about that. First of all, we don't know what happens to Loki in Thor: The Dark World. I mean, we don't know if he dies. We don't know if he turns pure, unadulterated evil. We don't know if he turns good guy. We don't know what they're going to do. So let's put that aside for a second, the fact that we don't know what's going to happen to him. All other things being equal, should they do a Loki standalone film if Loki is still around and still kind of the same guy? I don't know. I don't know. I think just everybody's so used to seeing him as the second character. Everybody's so used to just seeing him as the little brother. Everybody's so used to seeing him as the second tier star in it, that they're all just used to seeing him as the villain. I mean, if you had a really, really kick-ass story and a really, really kick-ass plot for him that makes sense and fits into the larger Marvel Cinematic Universe, maybe, but I just have a feeling they wouldn't do it. And I just have a feeling there are other primary heroes they want to do before going back. I mean, for instance, they just got Daredevil's rights back. So I know they want to do Daredevil. We know they want to do Doctor Strange. We know they want to do a Black Panther. We know they'd like to get a Luke Cage. I mean, so there's so many other things I think they'd want to do before turning to one of their, secondary characters like a Loki, as brilliant as he's been. So personally, for me, I just don't see it happening.
Hey guys, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up button and make sure you subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and will keep you up to date on all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC Movie Talk Show. Also, be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter to find out about our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.